Now that the calendar has officially rolled over from February to the glorious month of March, of course, March being a very specific, interesting time frame for Multiversus fans, specifically March 31st, because that is when Season 2 ends, barring another delay. But with Season 2 ending, and if Multiversus history is anything to go by, the day that a season ends is also the same day that the next season begins. So by all accounts, March 31st is when Season 3 begins. So here's, I guess you could say it's a plea or maybe it's a call out, but Multiversus, Player First Games, it's March 1st today. That means your next season begins this month. Therefore, you no longer have the ability to stay radio silent. Your fans have been patiently waiting, excruciatingly waiting for something. We've gone through November. Okay, sure, we got Marvin. Then we went into December. We could give you a break on December. We did get a new stage in December. We got the Game of Thrones stage, so that's cool. There's new content that month, and we did get the winter event. The event's not new content, but at least it was something, which is good. But then they had the winter break, so you can't fault anybody for having winter break and having off work. But then January comes around. Went through all of January, no new content. February rolls around, same thing. Sure, ranked mode got re-added to the game, but that's not new content. That's something that we've just been waiting for to get back into the game. So we've now essentially had about 2.5 months of nothing. Multiverse is just sitting there giving us nothing. Well, how about they give us what Tony actually told us back in November when Season 2 first began? Who remembers this infamous tweet? There will be more characters in Season 2. And he says characters with an S, as in multiple, as in plural, as in more than one, as in a minimum of 2. Now, check the date when he tweeted that out, November 15th. Well, how many characters have we gotten since November 15th? Well, we've only happened to get 1, and we all know that was Marvin the Martian, which was, roughly November 20th. So if Tony's tweet still holds any weight to it, we're owed a minimum of 1 more character for Season 2. So how about you use Season 2's very it's been a lackluster season, but how about you have Season 2 go out on a high note? Give us that character that we were promised. Give us that 1 more character that we were promised. And then continue building that hype into Season 3. Heck, when does the Valentine's event end? I believe that's March 16th, if I'm not mistaken. So what if Multiversus tweets out something, in the next day or two, and they go, hey, MVPs, March 16th is going to be a very interesting day. This is me just speculating and hoping out loud here. Where they tell us March 16th, we will get 1 more character for Season 2. Whoever that might be, I don't know. It could be anybody. Pickle Rick, sure, there you go. But with that, they need to do something like that. And of course, just a few weeks after the Valentine's event ends, again, Season 3 begins. And what do game companies usually like to do? They like to promote what's coming up next. And what's coming up next for Multiverses is, again, Season 3. Season 2 has pretty much been non-existent for the most part. It started off, and then then it forgot it was a season. So Multiverses, again, you no longer have the luxury of sitting there being radio silent. We as fans, most of us, know that you've been working on content. You've been working on stuff for the future of the game. But you can't just sit there anymore. You got to start giving us something. The fans that have stuck around, and of course we've all seen the articles and the videos. Multiversus lost 99% of his players. There's still people that play this game. You can jump on ranked. You can still jump on 1v1s, 2v2s, casuals, free for all. I've personally never had an issue finding a match I could find a match within 10 seconds. Doesn't matter which mode. So there's still plenty of people that still play this game. There's still plenty of people that are interested in this game. They just need another reason to continue playing or to be re-excited by this game. So Season 3 is going to be a literal make or break for this game. And you need to start off hot. And I don't mean a repeat of Season 2 where you just go, hey, new season, here's a battle pass. And then that's all you get. No. You've been cooking for a long time, all right? You've been in the batting cage. You've been working on your swing. You've been trying to perfect the power to all fields. You've been trying to perfect your bunt. You've been trying to do everything in the batting cage. Well, guess what? Opening day is upon us. Season 3 is going to be here soon enough, and you're getting put into the starting lineup, and you need to show us what swing you now have. Are you about to knock it out of the park? Or are you about to strike out on the first pitch of the game? It's impossible. But if you do that, I'm afraid then the game will literally, like I said, it was make or break. And if that happens, well, the game's then broke. And I don't want this game to be broke. I want this game to make it. I want this game to thrive and be successful. Will it ever get back to the peak that it once had of, 155,000 concurrent players? No, I truly believe it will never reach that again. But it can still have a very healthy player base. You can still have a couple thousand people, and that will still be... There's many small games that only need a small player base to consider the game healthy and to have an active... As long as you have an active player base, it's good. And Multiversus is sadly starting to lose that, so... How do you bring that back? How do you get more attention? You start building up towards season 3. You start giving the players what was promised, again, from Tony's tweet, and then you start just snowballing from there. Spread everything out. I think they learned their lesson from season 1. Don't bunch everything up immediately and then you have nothing left, but spread things out. Even if you're able to do one character a month for the next however long, that would be insane. Again, characters... They take time. I think most of us do understand that. Some of us are very impatient, but we do understand content takes time to create. And you've had a lot of time lately to create some content. We just haven't seen it. So it's time to start showing us what you've been doing. Otherwise, like I said, the game's coming up to its make or break point. And hopefully it continues to make it.